Hey Sagittarius, hi. Welcome to Love in the New Moon. This is a general love reading for all Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, and some kind of a relationship. So let's see what the energies are saying for this new moon. The new moon happens to be in Gemini. I find Gemini energy to be very talkative. So maybe you find yourself really talking to your person, opening up a little bit more than you normally would. You know, we do have planets in retrograde, so that usually kind of, you know, brings up stuff that needs to be addressed from the past that hasn't been being addressed. So I think some of you might be feeling some of that. We start with your overall energy as the Three of Swords. Oh, somebody out there is truly heartbroken. Really heartbroken. Painfully heartbroken. Yeah, and you're all in your head about it. You might have been with somebody who truly broke your heart. I mean, I think it's somebody that, you know, really psychologically did a number because you really believed in them. And they turned around and there was another person involved. You know, could have been somebody that you were working with. You know, so I think it's almost like you walk away with your tail between your legs. I mean, you know, you're just like feeling like crap because I feel like you were, you know, what is it, raked over the coals? I think a lot of you feel like you can't believe what just happened to you and left you, and some of you in a real, you know, state of depression. Oh my goodness. What the heck? Yeah, I think, you know, for a lot of you now, this heartbreak is forcing you to really look at what happened in this relationship because you weren't being treated very fair. You weren't. You know, this hermit shining this light on those cups. You know, and you're really, you know, this Four Cups, you know, that's a state of like depression. I mean, it's like you go from extreme happiness to like, you know, crushed. You know, it's like you wake up with this massive hangover. Anyway, it wasn't fair. And I think a lot of you held back, pretending that, you know, things were better than they were, you know, but I think it affected your energy, you know, so that you lost confidence. You didn't have that sense of power, you know, that life force, you know, that most people have that drives them to get up in the morning. You know, this relationship, you know, this heartbreak, I mean, it like destroyed everything. Like no passion, that's it, we're done, we're over. And you can't even pretend this time around that it's going to be different. Because this one, you hurt. It wasn't fair. It was not fair. And I think, you know, I keep feeling that you were involved with somebody at work. Or somebody who you worked with, or somebody in that circle. Maybe you were working on a project. You know, but whoever it was that you were working with, you know, I think you didn't know the whole story about them. No, you didn't. Either this was them or this was you. But somebody was very closed about their life. And I think they were married. You know, they were very shut down about things. They were sneaking around. I mean, there was a lot of damage that was done. They never loved you. No, they didn't love you. They were hurting you. I mean, you knew. And this was a painful truth that I think, you know, came to light with you. Like all of a sudden was like, oh my God. They never, ever cared about me. And it's like all of a sudden, you know, there's like the light bulb goes off and you're like, holy crap. I hung in there this long and they never gave a shit. You know, so I feel like, you know that you have to put this to an end, you know, so that you can be happy again. And again, I can't help but think that you were involved with somebody. Either you work with them, you were involved with them at work, you had a business with them, you did something with them, you know, in the work field. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but I keep picking that up strongly. So I see you moving away from them towards better things, because all of a sudden it's like the veil is lifted and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I was in this. I can't believe that, you know, it's like, listen, I've been in that relationship too, where you're like, holy cow, where the heck was I? What did I ever see in that person? But there was 3 people. And somebody ended up being extremely jealous. I mean, this is what this whole heartbreak, I mean, this is what I think hurt your person. Either they were married or you were married. You know, but the Queen of Wands, I mean, that's fire sign. This is you being really unsettled, angry, jealous. You know, because your person, they were married. Or they had someone else that they were really committed to. And that hurt. Rage, anger, jealousy, all those feelings, they all kind of surfaced. But thank God, because now, whew, the veil is lifted. And you're like, holy crap. I can't believe I did that, you know? But listen, it's over. It is over. Because you've moved on. It's over. You moved on. Now you can find your strength, find your self-esteem. Now the good part comes. Now, you know, you won't do that again. You know what I mean? The King of Swords reversed. This energy, I feel like you need to be very careful to not, what do I say, get obsessed with thoughts about, you know, the realization of how you feel so taken by this person. You know, that's a danger that I think you just need to be aware of. You know, look farther future, look farther ahead. You know, because I think opportunities are coming. But, you know, I keep getting the sense that there's this part of you that, you know, somehow, you know, you're so pissed off that they hurt you that bad, that they took you for a ride, that you thought that they really cared, and then when they didn't, you know, don't get caught up in that energy. You know what I mean? Like, when it's done and you walk away, let it be done, okay? Because, you know, they may not want you to walk away. Eventually they will, you know, because they're hooked up with someone else. I think you need to stay focused on your future. End a cycle that is not making you happy. You know, because that leaves you very ungrounded and confused. And you're going to miss opportunities that are going to come in front of you. And you're really at that point where, I mean, I see that it takes a lot of strength to walk away from this relationship. You know, because you were more invested in it than they were. But look, you know, they continued to sneak around. I mean, I think, you know, they treated you like a puppet almost. You know, they had a lot of control over you as to how they maneuvered you and went out with you, and you guys hooked up and things like that. And I think those are some of the things that you start to see and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe I let myself get so caught up in that and let him do that to me. You know, like that kind of stuff is going on. It's actually a great realization, Sag, because that door gets slammed shut. Now you can like move on, climb another rung in that ladder of spirituality. Yeah, secrets come out, you know, that actually help you, you know, because when you know the truth and you really, I mean, really know the truth, then things start to go well, you know, and you won't, you know, accept any kind of offers that don't feel good to you anymore, because you won't let this happen to you again. Maybe you will, you know, but you should learn your lessons the first time, you know, because second time, they're always harder. All right, let's see. Let's get some advice for you. Right, Sag? Yeah, there's some new offers coming. You know, the hard part is when you get involved with somebody at work, you know, the whole work thing, I mean, that dynamic just really changes. So you've got to figure out how to, like, do that. Do you walk away from the job? Do you know, stay with the job? You know, it's hard when you get involved in work relationships because it gets weird. All right. Let's get some advice for our Sagittarian, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs for the energies of this new moon. Yeah, it's going to take a lot of strength for this to come to an end. But it's good things, because I think there's something coming in for you that's much better. Yeah. You know, this door is closed. You know, if it's over, it's over. Be done. You know, it hurt. You know, there's better opportunities if you open up. You know, it's almost like, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is waiting for you to, like, close this door once and for all. You know, because sometimes destiny doesn't want to share your good fortune with someone that you're hanging out with. You know, it's like, come on. If you were with this person and then all of a sudden your life started to really turn, would they take from you? They would. They would take everything from you, give you back nothing. Anyway, that's not for everybody. End this cycle once and for all. You can do this. You know, there's opportunities coming your way. You know, this, I mean, you guys have a big past, you know, but it's a past that was, you know, riddled with, like, strings attached to everything. You know, because somebody was very manipulative. You know, so now you're in a recovery period. You know, because this took a lot out of you. Like I say, I see here, it took a lot of strength to walk away from this relationship, to move on. And now you got to pick yourself up and put yourself back together again. Because, you know, holy cow, you can't believe that you really went through with all of this with that person. You know, so now you're feeling a little down and out. You know, but that's okay. You know, better to put this to an end and quit avoiding, you know, what you know is best for you. You know, I'd rather walk away. Listen, I'd rather walk away, have peace of mind, than to be involved in a situation where, you know, you only start to feel like crap because, you know, you see how they're really treating you and you're not number one. No, there's two people here. And somebody's trying to make it all balance. Yeah, so anyway, get out now while the getting's good. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because there's a lot of lies. Whether that's you or them, you know, there's a lot of, you know, it's almost like they, you know, whoever it is doesn't want you to move on either. You know, they don't want you to all of a sudden have the light bulb go off and the veil lifted. They want you to stay. You know, they want you to, like, kind of hang out with you, but listen, you're moving on. You know, because the future with them, you know where that leads you. Anyway, wow. Okay, Sagittarius, that's what I have for you. Take what works, leave what doesn't. The messages are for the greatest and highest good. And there's a lot of you guys out there. So thumbs up for me if you liked it. And if you didn't, that's okay. Leave what doesn't work. That's all right. Check your other signs and see if there's a message buried in there. So until the next reading, bye.